What's going on YouTube, Facebook, and my Instagram fam? How are you guys all doing today? I hope you're doing well. Today's video is called The Importance of Maintenance. And it's a pretty powerful video because yesterday we talked about when you're low and the lowest of your lows and what that creates for you. So this time let's talk about what happens when you win. Alright, so today's quote is, "Success isn't determined by how many times you win, but how you play the week after." Now, actually, the quote is but how you play the week after you lose. But I wanted to stop here because this is more important to what we're talking about today, about what you do as a champion in your heart after you win a game, after you win your championship, after you run your race, after you win your match, after you get the job, after you succeed in what you do. The next step is what you do after, right? And that's what we're talking about, the maintenance. So let me bring on my YouTube fam. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing today? Let's get started. So I want you to think about my favorite guy to talk about always in this particular situation is Usain Bolt, because he is an insane man. Why? Because that brother is fast. He goes out there and he runs and he runs and he runs and he runs and he runs, and it's not a long run, but when he's running, you have to be blown away how fast this man is. Whether it be the 100 or the 200 or a relay, he's killing everybody. Now, when he wins, he gets his medal, he does his pose, he hits that pose on him, right? The important part is not necessarily the day that it happens and he gets that medal. That is very important. You have the medals to show. Remember, we were talking about medals here, and I kind of showed you mine. I was like, this is my medal for the Spartan race. You get your medals, and that's important. But that is the day of. The day of shows this, right? But the problem is that to win and to become a champion and to stay on top as a champion, something has to happen. Maintenance has to happen. You have to be able to maintain and recreate what has created your success from the jump. So if you can't create what's been keeping you successful, then you'll never be able to continue to be a champion. If you want to be a champion one time, that's great, but if you expect to keep a certain type of lifestyle or a certain type of title or just become the best of the best continuously, it doesn't just stop in the situation to where you do your thing and then it's done. There's so much more to it. The champions, when I talk about champions, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Michael Jordans, the Michael Phelps, the Tiger Woods, Tiger's a great example. Tiger lost his game, but he had to keep coming back and keep maintaining himself and growing himself and continuously building. If he decided, I want to be a champion, I am a champion last time before he just won his major or minor or PGA, whatever he won. I know he won something with golf. I don't know the names, but if he would have just said, I won this, I'm done, and put down his golf clubs, he would have never been able to come back. But when he said, I want this again, he can also not put down his golf clubs and go back. There is a necessity in that maintenance piece. That maintenance piece keeps your body to the optimal peak of where a champion must live. That maintenance piece keeps your life moving and doing what you're supposed to do. The things that created you as a champion in the first place. You got to think about that, ladies and gentlemen. To get you to become a champion on all levels, you have to maintain what got you there. We often get to the point where we win, we get that job we wanted, hooray, we got it, and then once we get it, we stop growing. We stop reaching, we stop striving. But the problem is all that strife and all that maintenance that we put into it, all that work we put into it, is what got us to that point. But most people, when they get that, when you get that relationship, that one you always wanted, with that girl you've always wanted, you finally got to marry her, then you marry her, it doesn't stop there. As a matter of fact, there's a whole different level now of investment you have to do into your relationship. Same thing with sports, same thing with jobs, same thing with anything that you want to succeed and be grateful about, and you want to be a winner about and continuously win. It takes maintenance to continue your success. It takes maintenance to continue to give of yourself, to create you to be the best version of you. The great thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, is that what you are right now is not what you can be in the future. There's a whole nother level to you, but you got to reach and strive for it. You can't get to this point and say, I got it, hooray. Believe it or not, we were building all the way through school to get to the point where we can get a great job. And now we got the great job, And then all of a sudden we wonder why we're not content. Well, you're not keeping your maintenance up to make your job grow. You're not growing. We grow, and we get a job and then we coast. That's not what life is about. Life is not about the coast. Life is about the building of yourself to the next level. So here's what I want you to think about, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, maintenance is important. You saw it from the quote, and I'm going to go back to it. Success is not determined by how many times you win, but how you play the week after. You've got to continue that same winning mentality long after you've achieved the goals that you set for yourself to achieve. Long after you get and you reach the level that you wanted to reach. Long after you get the accolades that you wanted to get and receive. You've got to go long past that with the same mentality that got you there. So I have one last quote and then we'll get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. And it's from Pele here. And it says, success is no accident. It's hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice. You can't just get what you expect to get without sacrificing something. When you focus in on one thing, something else is going to suffer. And you have to keep that in mind, and you've got to make it clear to the people who are depending on you to be there. If you've got to sacrifice there, let them know. And let me keep going. Sorry, there's hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you're doing or learning to do. Ladies and gentlemen, there's energy that gets put into it. The thing about maintenance is energy. You're learning to maintain the energy that you took to get you where you are. You have to maintain the energy to keep that going. If you want a car to maintain speed, you must maintain the same amount of gas it took you to get there. Now, maybe not putting as much gas on there, but that gas has to be pretty continuous to keep that same. Now, if you want to speed up, just like in life, guess what you got to do? You got to put some more energy into it. You got to put some more gas into your life. But don't sit there and complain that you're not going fast enough when you're not willing to put your foot on the pedal and go. Success is no accident. Becoming a champion is no accident. Greatness is no accident. So once you get it, you cannot expect to keep it if you're not willing to do the things that it took for you to get there. It's never an accident. Success is never an accident. Success looks like an accident, but look at the hard work it took before then. All the times that you failed, all the times you thought you couldn't do it, all the times that you did not believe in yourself, all the times other people didn't believe in you, and they took you for granted. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the times that you're putting in energy that is just not going and showing. I was actually working on my car, and I was doing a bolt, and I was unscrewing this bolt, and it didn't look like it was going anywhere, and it was like not moving, and I was like, man, this is stupid. And I stopped, and I went to some other tools to make it easy, and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go back to it. And like 3 more cranks, and it popped out. I was like, wait a second. But the thing is, I put the energy in, but it didn't look like it was going. I looked like I was being successful. But all it took was me continuing on, and being continuous in my efforts, in my energy. And that's where success happens. So that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for being here. Remember, I believe it. I love in each and every single one of you. And I want to thank you for coming. Now, the last thing I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Maintenance is important. It's almost as important as winning, because the thing is, you can't win and continuously win without the energy is necessary to continue. So just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Success is never an accident. You are a champion, and I believe in you. And just in case no one ever tells you that, I believe and I love in each and every one of you. And there's a reason why I say that, because people need to know. And so that's all that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you keep that maintenance up. You're a champion, okay? Talk to you soon. Happy Friday. Be safe on Cinco de Mayo. Don't drink and drive. If you need a ride, I'll come and get you. Talk to you later. Bye.